I'm very glad to be here, first time, on the behalf of the GDV. It's not a special relationship, that's something else in the world, but it's a very interesting configuration between the association and us. And that's what Michael described in short words before. We were founded out as a subsidiary in 1997 because the old association of property insurers had this technical expertise. We were able to do standards and norms and prove and test them in the field and in the laboratory. Sorry, and this skill should be saved, though the associations were merged. And so the VDS Schadenverhütung GmbH Limited was founded. We are an independent institution. Nobody is talking to us how we do the things. We can do it for our own. We are free in our decisions, and that's what we are very proud of. That's the way we do the job. We are trying to do it by the facts and figures and not by political behavior or something like that. We have our expertise in the fields of fire protection, security, cybersecurity, and the prevention of natural hazards. We were able to create a quality mark with the VDS on every sprinkler and a smoke detection system. You will find our marks, and that's what we are very proud of. We are not labeling everything that isn't fast enough away from us. That's the approach from other companies in this field of certification. We are doing only that what is high quality, and not everybody loves us for this, but that's our soul. Our company is mainly active in Germany with 450 employees, but we are giving our expertise to all over the world. We have offices in Warsaw, in Prague, in Switzerland, the Netherlands, in Austria. We have a representative office in Shanghai for the product certification, and we're doing our inspections worldwide. And so maybe it's interesting for you also. We have different columns of security in our systems which we prefer. First, the products have to be good. That's what we are proving and certificating in our laboratories. But also the companies who are installing them have to be good. So you can have a very good product, but when a simple-minded person installs it, it doesn't work well. And the third column on this is that we go out in the field on site and see if the whole system is working, and that over the time. It depends on the products. Every year or every 3 years we come out and our engineers are looking at the state. And what are they proving? They are proving norms and standards that we even create. If there isn't one, we write one. But if there are international standards or European standards or German standards, we are trying to develop them. We are in over 90 gremiums and committees for. Nothing happens. Different speed. Um, Yeah, we're in over 90 committees for building standards and norms in the behalf of the German insurance companies to get a higher level of quality and security in the named fields. And what we are doing is that we are trying to show our quality and how good we are, and that and we are certified too and notified by the state. So that we can, that everybody can see what we are doing. And we do international cooperations with other certification bodies. So, fire protection, I said this, that's which all started in 1908. In these times, the Industrial Revolution was going on, and a lot of plants and installations were built up, and companies, some had sprinklers, maybe with connection to water, but not everybody had. So the insurance companies got the idea, maybe it would be clever to go out and look what's happening there. So that's the main thing we are doing. We're doing inspections and testing the products and giving approvals and certifications of this. We're doing this in nowadays EU conform with CE notifications, but we are proud to say that the VDS standard is even higher than this. And we're doing risk analysis and reports for insurance companies. The same in the security and anti-burglary. We have a whole department that's doing all the day cracking safes and picking locks. That's what they do. That's their job, to give the products the certification of a high quality. And we have a very great renommee in this. Even the same with the electrical engineering and lightning stroke protection and management systems. And the newest thing we are doing here is building up normative standards for cybersecurity, for the technical foundation of a cyber insurance. That's what we are doing together with the GDV, which is developing policies, standard products for the branch. And what we also do is the, trainings to all this stuff. We can do conferences like this, or trainings, seminars, what you want. But the main thing what I am talking here is Zürs Geo. Professor Höppe told us very much of the macroeconomic view on this theme. It's a reinsurance company with a wide view and global approaches. What we are doing is the specific German approach here. Munich Re has tools like this. Nathan was on one slide of Professor Höppe. It's a great tool with a great approach, a global approach. We are looking on a different view. We are looking on singular Germany because of the data set of Germany. It's very fine and specific, you can get from the German authorities, and we are combining them to a tool for the German insurance companies, which is called Zürs. Means Zonierungssystem für Überschwemmung, Rückstau und Starkregen. Not that easy. But nearly every insurance company in Germany is using it, which has a portfolio in the elementary insurance and the environmental liability insurance. We have two modules there I will show you. how is it working? It's an online tool like Google Maps. You know, you can use it in a web interface, but also you can use it with web interfaces, automatic web interfaces for your own software standards, so you can implement it in your infrastructure, and even have an offline file. It's called Zeus Lite file. Which can be used for calculating or for selling tools on your notebook or something like that. From the content, it contains 3 modules. The flood module, it's mainly connected to river floods. I will stress this, because all the journalists you talk to, which are coming to you after flash floods, are talking about Zeus zones. It had nothing to do with flash floods. Flash floods is, as already said, a thing that can happen everywhere, and it's not predictable. There are approaches, I will come to that, but it's not yet. And also we have a liability module since 27 because of the EU standard of the environmental damage control. Yes, in a basic module where you have all tools connected for the power users. What you also can do is batch processing. You can put a whole portfolio into the tool and enrich it with risk data. So you can do analysis on 1 million addresses or something like that. But how does it feel and look like? These are some screenshots, some use cases I want to show you. This is, where's the pointer? Maybe I switch it off. No, here. We use the official addresses from the German authorities. So this are over 21 million addresses in Germany, which are very precise and very good geolocated because of the German authorities did it, and so you can find the house for your insurance or your contract very precisely. But there is a lack of new built houses to the data set from the official authorities. So we have an option to interpolate the addresses on a known street, so that you have a raw idea where the house could be, and with the satellite picture you can find it then. So an underwriter can find it. This is one use case. It's to get you an idea of the tool. I'm saying this. Zeus is not a real 3D tool which shows mountains or something like that, but we have the information about the height of location. So you can do analysis with the tool to get the height difference between the next river and your object you want to analyze. So you get an idea of what is happening with water there. Yeah. Here's the measuring instrument. You can also put in shades, which are giving you a general idea of the topography. So you get a feeling for it. But it becomes very interesting when you combine it with another tool, which is the flow direction analysis, and that's a tool you can use for predicting flash floods too, because you can do some of these flow directions. You can put multiple ones in one picture, so you see how the water behaves from top to down level. So you see how the water will flow. It's useful for predicting flash floods in individual underwriting processes, but it's also useful when you're predicting contaminated water because of fires or something like that, or explosions. So you can see where the contaminated water will be flow to. So you can do a very precise individual underwriting with this tool. So what we are doing in the next time? The German insurance companies decided to invest a very big amount of money to Zürich in a second approach. We have it called Roadmap 2020. It's a well-known marketing buzzword, but what does it mean? It means a political connection to the German authorities. That's the political side, because of establishing an advisory board in cooperation with the German state. And that is why that comes from this obligatory insurance discussion. We want to put the state in knowledge, and we want to give them an idea why it is useful to give an idea where you should not build a house. It's all about this. In the past, the German state allowed people to build houses in areas where it doesn't make sense, and now they are calling for insurance, and that's all about. That's the discussion you have to give with the authority. Okay, the second point is a module for industrial insurance. That will be tools that can give you, or you can do an analysis on areas of greater areas, and you can build, you can see then the dams and something like that. We will build a module for agricultural hail insurance. Because they are connected to the weather extremes too. We buy a new digital terrain model with the accuracy of 5 meters per dot, and what the GDV is also doing together with the German with the DWD, the German weather agency of the state. To build up a heavy risk rain zones or flash flood zones. That's the aim. And how will they do this? They take the weather data from the German radar, from the German radars, and connect it with the claims data from all the German insurance companies collected from the association, and they are trying to get a working model. It's not really, it's a project, it's not finished, but the hopes are very good. What we also will build in is a high-speed batch processing for portfolio analysis. It's like big data, something like that. We want to give the actuary the possibility to do a big and huge amounts of data to analyze them in a fast time. And we will develop a process-oriented graphical user interface in a mobile client. And we are doing modeling flood zones for very small creeks and rivers as well. It's the picture from this morning. I want to say something to this. It's not true that it's uninsurable. The association did a analysis on this. You can insure 99.8% of the German addresses. 99.8 of 21 million addresses. So there is no reason to do obligatory insurance. The problem is that nobody wants to go into the details. If you are in a high-level risk zone, you have to do something. It's like fire. You don't want to insure a wood fabric without sprinklers. You won't do this, and you won't also don't insure a risk which is standing in the water. So if you have done some technical improvements, like a proof door, proof windows, something like that, you can insure this. You cannot insure this by online insurers because they cannot manage this. But if you go to insurance companies that can do individual underwriting, it's no problem. So that's the point I wanted to say about this. The GDV developed a tool in cooperation with the River Flood Competence Center from Cologne. It's called the Hochwasserpass. It's a certificate. You can do their certificate for your house, and with this, you have a paper which describes the technical aspects of your house and what you can do. So, yes.